Hello students, welcome to another session of e-learning in Panchkarma. Today we will be covering Murdhtel, which is a part of Bahya Snehan Karma. Bhagavad states, Abhyanga Seka Pichvo Basti Cha iti Chaturvidham Murdhtelam Bahugunam Tad Vidyat Uttarottaram. Means there are four types of procedures which come under Murdhtel, which is Abhyang, that is Shiro Abhyang, Sek, that is Shirasek or Shirodhara, Pichu, that is Shiro Pichu, and Shirobasti. He also states that their properties and benefits are increasing in the order they have been told, that is Abhyang, then Sek, then Pichu, then Basti. So Abhyang has least benefits among these four, while Basti has the maximum benefits. Amongst these, Shirodhara is one of the most frequently and widely used treatments. So we will start with Shirodhara. In Shirodhara, there is pouring of warm liquids over the head, especially forehead area, and this procedure is called as Shirase. It is also known as Shirodhara, and it is generally not followed by any kind of massage and is usually the last treatment of the day. The requirements to perform Shirodhara properly can be divided into materials required, medicines required. The material required are Shirodhara Yantra, Shirodhara table, a headband or varti, cotton. According to the type of Shirodhara Yantra we are using, coconut shell may also be required. Continuing on requirements, the medicines required to perform the treatment may be different types of oils, grit, quat, or takr, etc. according to the prescription, which is generally based on the type of disease we are going to treat, and the quantity required of these medicine varies from 1 to 1.250 liters of the liquid. The preparation can be divided into preparation of the procedure and preparation of the patient. For the procedure, the oil medicine to be used shall be lukewarm when being used to perform Shirodhara. For preparation of patient, it should be taken care that patient's eyes and ear are covered with cotton, and if required, they can be tied lightly to hold them in place. This is to prevent seepage or spilling of any kind of liquid into eyes or ears. A headband or varti is tied on the forehead above the eyebrows, and to maintain the temperature of the Shirodhara Dravya, oil or medicine should be heated to make lukewarm in water bath. It is contraindicated to directly heat these liquids. While performing Shirodhara, as already told, it is the last treatment of the day generally. Care should be taken that it is done after completion of all the treatments prescribed, for example, Abhyang, Patrapin, Sved, etc., if they are prescribed. Before starting the treatment, the oil should be filled carefully in the Shirodhara Patra so that it does not get spilled around on the table or the floor. Another ball is required to be placed under the head side of Shirodhara table where there is provision for recollection of the oil or liquids so that it can be reused. Some important points to be considered while performing Shirodhara is that it shall be performed in a silent atmosphere in the morning hours before the sun reaches its peak. If it is not possible to perform the Shirodhara at that time, It can be done in the evening when sun is setting, but never at night. And it should be avoided in very hot season, for example, Grishma Ritu. Another care to be taken is to ensure that the Varti which falls from the Shirodhara Patra shall be placed at about 4 angul from the forehead of the patient. Another care to be taken is that dhara which is flowing shall be constant and not very flow and very fast or very thin or thick. The volume of dhara at one time shall not be very high. Dhara should be started at the center of the forehead and simple oscillatory movement can be given to dhara patra so that the oil is poured across the forehead, stimulating and having effect on all of the head. But if there is a Chalagunu Vriddhi, then probably it should be avoided to have oscillatory movement and only Sthir Dhara should be given. While performing Dhara, light and gentle stroking of the head can be done and the recollected liquids should be warmed again and mixed with the already existing liquids in Dhara Patra while maintaining the temperature all the time. Once the treatment is finished, the head should be dried off of the excess oil and Rasnadi Churn should be applied over Brahmarandra to protect Shira Marm. And at no time the oil or liquid should be allowed to get highly heated as it can cause various atiyog or ayog or side effects. Precaution shall be taken all the time so that eyes of the patient are properly covered and oil does not leak or spill into them causing any irritation or damage. Shirodhara can be used in a number of conditions which include various Shirorog like Ardhavedak, Shankak, Suryavart, etc. It helps in inducing normal sleep and reduces stress or anxiety. It nourishes hair, delays graying and hair fall. It improves memory by nourishing brain and helps in curing various diseases like Pakshaghat, Ardit, Nidranash, etc. In Dharakal, specifically, properties of Dhara have been described, which is Sthairya Vagamanso, Sharir Balamapi Ahar Kanksha, Dhriti Madhuryam, वचस्य तोचोऽपि मृदुता नेत्रे प्रकाशो अगधः शुक्रसुख परिपोषणम रतरतीम दीर्घायु अल्पोष्णता सुस्वापम घृत तेल सेचन गुणे नास्ति जागृत स्वप्न means it provides sthirta to vak and mana. It provides bala to sharir, improves ahara kanksha and induces dhriti madhurya means it is nourishing for mental strength, increases retention and recall, induces softness to voice and twacha. It improves eyesight and is agad. It gives nourishment to all the dhatu but especially shukra and asra, that is rakt. It helps in improving ayu provided it is given in alposhna form, that is sukoshna form, and it induces suswap, that is normal sleep. These are the properties specifically of dhara being performed by grit or tail, and it helps in sukh jagrat avastha, means once the patient wakes up, they feel normal and happy. Mode of action of Shirodhara can be understood by looking at various aspects and points. It may be acting by transcutaneous penetration of medicine through the skin and absorption by capillary infiltration. It may also act through working on extroreceptors which are located near the surface of forehead and scalp. Its actions may also be mediated by tactile and thermoreceptive sensations, the receptors which are involved here being root hair plexuses, free nerve endings, etc. Continuing on mode of action, warm liquids used in Shirodhara cause increased infiltration of blood in the scalp region, thus relaxing the muscle and nerve endings around that area. Shirodhara causes tranquility of mind and induces natural sleep by prolonged and continuous pressure over the forehead. And according to some experts, Shirodhara acts on Marm in Shira Pradesh. Out of the 10 in the region, 7 appear to be largely involved. While deciphering or reading about the properties of Dhara as explained by Dharakalp, it can be stated that Shirodhara works on the Pranavayu, Udhanavayu and Vyanvayu, hence is Vatshamak in nature, and also balances Sadhak Pit and Tarpak Kaph. It works on Rasad, Rakt and Majja Dhatu as well as Shukra Dhatu. It works on the Indriya which are present in Shira Pradesh, Manas and also on Hriday, and it can be defined or understood to be a medicated meditation which stimulates Agya Chakra. Before concluding the today's session, it would be important to recall a few points. That is, Shirodhara can be done by various forms of grit, medicated or plain, oil, medicated or plain, various Kwath Dravya, and Takra as well. It depends upon whether the condition is Ruksh or Snigdha in nature where we want to perform Shirodhara. With this, we conclude today's session. Thank you for patient hearing.